people to understand that this is not only because Mark is supporting Trump or it is a Republican, but everybody who works there wants more security for your that are sacrificing your own life. We talked together before. You said that you work on the roads to stop traffic accidents, to help people on the roads. And I heard recently that people or officers are hurt or died because you stopped somebody for traffic and he had a gun with himself and he's invading or drugs and so on. And you always are sacrificed your own life for the community. Sure. And this has to be appreciated from everybody. This needs to be appreciated from the politicians, from any left and right. And that's why I like that you, Mark, are trying to be involved in the election, trying to be involved in a position that will help the election process. Explain more to our audience about the position that you are trying to be involved and be elected on Auckland person.
So I am running for precinct delegate. It's the Republican precinct delegate, precinct 3 in Rochester Hills. Precinct delegates are basically a sort of like a representative for a certain number of voters in that precinct. Traditionally, precinct delegates were kind of like the go-to person where, say, an elector or a voter had a question, wanted to know who was on the ballot, wanted to know about a certain ballot measure. They would go to the precinct delegate for information. Nowadays, it's largely obsolete, so to speak. Most people get their information from social media and from the news. And not to say that they won't still contact a precinct delegate, but the main duties of a precinct delegate is they vote for who's going to be the head of the Oakland County Republican Party, or that county, and the co-chair of the party. They also vote for the chair of the state party, as well as the co-chair of the state party, and then they additionally will vote to send to select delegates to the national convention to select a nominee for president of the United States. So, but getting back, if I may, I have my own opinions. I can talk freely in our country. I can advocate for certain policies, for certain legislation, and I feel it's extremely important for people to pay attention, to research their candidates. Don't only go by what the mainstream media says. I would encourage people to get their information from alternative forms of media, say, for example, Twitter or Truth Social, where you get more unbiased information. Research your candidates. Vote for the candidate who is going to enact policies that are going to protect your wealth, protect your safety, protect your community, make your state more prosperous. And those are the reasons that I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative Republican, because I want prosperity. I want safety. I'm not asking a lot. I've had an excellent career. I've fulfilled my dream of being a police officer, and I'm at the tail end of my career. I'm looking to retire pretty soon, and I want to extend my service and continue my service to serve the residents of my community, of the state of Michigan, and protect them, protect their wealth, and ensure prosperity, which is one of the main reasons that we are doing this. So.
Okay, for all the audience, for all the Albanians who live in Auckland County, Don't forget this, man. When the election comes, you have to elect him. You are electing one professional law enforcement, but you are electing an Albanian. And as I started this talk show, I asked for more Albanian involvement in the local politics. And this is a good example. This is a good example that we have a professional law enforcement, a deputy sheriff who wants to express his own opinion by supporting a political party. And that's the beautiful of the politics, with this politics which can change our life. Now I'm turning to you, Noni. Albanians like, and this question is also for you, they are most of the Albanians that came from proper Albania or came from Montenegro, they are small business person. They have small businesses that are fructuous because they work. We Albanians work, especially in the United States. We don't work back in our country. That is something. But how can help the involvement of the Albanians in the local politics, helping their community, helping their businesses?
So with involvement, we have to be involved. That's my message to all the Albanian people. In our community, we are a big community. We are over 200,000 people. That's a big group. So everybody wishes they had that kind of numbers. So we have to be involved, as Mark is running right now, and we have our own, which I want to say thank you to one of our own, which is Robert Lugerai. He's one of the main people that started this Albanian American conservative group, with Mark Zgjokaj, who is the founder of this group, and he's the main person that started this good thing. He's been with the community for 4 years, working tirelessly in the background, and now we are coming more towards and we are getting more involved. So we really want to have more of you young people. We want you involved. We want you to support this group. We will be working all together with Oakland County, Macomb County, Wake County, all the counties where all the Albanians are, and we welcome you to our group. We are open to ideas. We are open to your help. If I may, if I want to add in Albanian, because I know a lot of our Albanians and grandmas, and my grandma, she watches this channel every single night. So I want to address this in Albanian so she understands. So, duke here, jam I privilegjuar me kanë pjesë e kësaj studio, e ne përshëndes Ganivilën për shansin që na Allah këtu si grup. Mark Stanaj here, jam privilegjuar me kanë pjesë së bashkut me si kandidat. Me datën 6 gusht do t'jenë votimet për në Qendrën 3 në Rochester Hills. Marku është kandidat për Republikan Precinct. Ju ftoj ta votoni Markun. Unë do ta votoj, jam pjesë, jetoj në Rochester Hills. Ky person këtu, ky ka servua tash 26 vjet, ka qenë në komunitet si sheriff, like a good man, patriot, and he deserves our vote. He deserves to be our leader right there in Oakland County in the 3rd precinct. So, edhe një herë, me 6 gusht, në qoftë se keni pyetje, na u drejtoni, por ju lutem, votoni për Markun, sepse e ardhmja juaj do t'jenë e sigurt në dorën e tij.
Okej, një apel mjaft i mirë për të gjithë teleshikuesit. Natyrisht do të votojnë me mendje, me zemër, por do të votojnë edhe për të mbrojtur parimet e veta, to defend your own opinions, to defend your own point of view. Talking about the election, this is a local election, but our thoughts go to the big election, to the presidential elections. And as you mentioned, Michigan is one of those states that can fluctuate from left to right, and with a small number of votes. So Biden is afraid because he lost the support of the Arabian community here because of his support to Israel and people voting not committed. So you are saying Albanians are 200,000. Here, not all of them are voters, but if 20,000 people is affecting the result of the presidential elections here, how much can bring the Albanians, the Albanian Republicans, on these presidential elections? They can switch one state from the Democratic part to the Republican part, to the Albanian values. So I saw when I was at the meeting there that all the young professionals, most of them in the juridical system, just lawyers, like prosecutors, now officer. So everyone that creates the tissue of the country, of the ordinary day of life of every Albanian, can have his own contribute. So I liked very much that I saw a group of the Albanians involved in politics. My opinion is that we Albanians, we have to lobby because we are a small country, but we have to have our own politicians and supporting, being involved, and going to vote, because the Albanians have a handicap. They don't go to vote. Even if they like the person, even they know what Mark is, even Mark hasn't write a ticket to somebody. I think even the person who he wrote a ticket has to vote for him.
Yeah, speaking. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to do some humor.
I think that's an excellent point. All you have to do is look at your grocery bill. Look at your mortgage. When Donald Trump was president, the average mortgage was, what, $1,400, $1,500 a month. Now you're looking at the average mortgage being $2,700. Look at the cost of fuel. When Trump was president, the cost of fuel was $1.80 a gallon. Now it's $3.69, and at one point it was well over $4 a gallon. Look at the cost of going out to eat. Look at the cost of vehicles. Look at the cost of everything. Inflation is huge. Not to mention, you have the other issue. You have a massive influx of illegal aliens coming into our country now. That who's going to support them? The taxpayers. I don't think that's right. I think that's morally wrong.